All right, we're installing this ventilation fan with heater light. Got it up there in the ceiling, vent running out into the soffit. Wanted to do a video on the wiring because it's pretty tricky so you understand it. Got all the wires here. You're gonna have to use two 12-2 wires, and then we got the power coming in. We're just gonna pretend this is power coming in. It's just temporary for the video's sake, but we got two wires that we had to run because we need 3 load lines, and I was very cautious to make them pretty, and I separated them at the top so I knew which wires are which. You're gonna have to know which wire is which from the bottom to the top up here. That's very important. And you're gonna have, see, on the bottom run, my bottom wire comes out the bottom up here. I chose to have all my carriers on the bottom. So the bottom 12-2, I used the white, and I tied all the whites up here together for the carrier to carry the power back to the breaker box. And then we had 3 load lines plus your ground. So the green in the fan is ground, and then we got 3 load lines. And what we're going to use, I mean, this is an old switch. I'm just using as a example. I got a new one coming. But see, my power coming in is going to go here. And then obviously all my whites are going to get tied off. My carriers are going to get tied off. And so there will be, the bottom's a carrier, so that bottom white is going to get tied off with that white. All your grounds, your copper, are going to get tied off. Your power on the bottom is going to go in here. And then you got 3 wires, a black, a white, and a white, that are all going to be your load lines carrying power. So when you hit that switch, power is going to go to the fan, or it's going to go to the light, right? And I made sure I knew which ones were which because I want my light to be on top, my fan to be in the middle, and my heater to be on the bottom. And so how you do that is you take your manual that comes with it, and it tells you which is which. So the light switch is going to be blue. The vent switch is black. The heat is red. So when I was up there, I just made sure I knew which wire was which, so that when you come down here, my top wire are my loads. So, and then you write them down here. When you hook the wires up in the box, you write them down. Well, my top 12-2 wire ended up on the blue. The top two 12 wire that had the black ended up on the blue. So that is going to be my light switch. So my top wire that's black the carrier is gonna get hooked into this top one for my light. And let's see which one's next here. The middle, the black here, that is for the vent. So my bottom black is going to be for the vent. So this bottom black one is going to be my carrier for the middle. And then obviously you have your top white. I wrote top white, so that's going to be red, which is going to be the heater. So my top white is going to be for the red, which is going to go into the bottom one. So that's that. As long as you make your wires pretty and keep one on top, one on the bottom, and then when you get to your box, you're going to have one on top, one on the bottom, and you'll know exactly what to write down in your manual, what goes which. And so when you go to, after your drywall's up, you can hook it up and you're going to know which ones, well, obviously we're going to test it out before the drywall's up, but you get the point.